Hey guys, so today's plan isn't going according to plan even a little bit. So here was what I was supposed to do so far. The plan was I was going to have Donnie call and wake me up on his first break, which would be around 10. At which point I would, well, this is assuming, so I would have taken a shower last night before I went to sleep, probably, so that I could avoid having to do all that in the morning. And then, assuming like that all happened like it was supposed to, he would call me during his first break, wake me up, after which I would get ready, go to campus, get anything that was turned into my mailbox, start grading, assess whether or not I needed to bring home any grading, or whether it was something that I could go back in and do on another day, and then make, those kind of decisions, and then run an errand that I really need to run, and then, like maybe even have a little bit of time to relax or do a little something that I wanted to do or any of those things. And more likely than not, realistically, end up sitting on campus and working on stuff and sitting on the computer for a while and hopefully maybe getting some of my online stuff done if I were doing that, since I didn't get that done last night. So instead, what happened was last night I sat on my bed having panic issues because I have an anxiety disorder and I get panic attacks, and I had had a panic attack earlier in the night and I thought I had resolved it and I hadn't, apparently. So I just sat there having panic issues for quite a while, and then I couldn't sleep and I couldn't even like lay down and get comfortable. I was like sitting on the bed for quite a while, just sitting there, couldn't lay down, get comfortable, couldn't settle in, nothing like that. So by the time that I did, and the thing is, yes, I do have medication to help with that, but there's a limit to A, what I should take, what I am prescribed to take, and B, even if I were to take, say, an emergency dose, which would be a slightly higher than normal dose, but would still be medically safe, I then wouldn't wake up appropriately, like during an appropriate amount of time. So even if I wanted to go with hazarding what I know to be medically safe, because Donnie is trained as a chemist assistant, so I know those kinds of things, I stuck with the straight prescription amount, both because it is the right thing to do, especially on the other meds that I am on, and because I wanted to be a functional person in the morning. Realistically, anyone should stick to the amount they're prescribed, because especially if you're dealing with a mix of medications, you want to err on the side of what you know is safe. But that did mean sitting there and being uncomfortable. By the time that I went to sleep, it was after 6 in the morning. The guys wake up at 7 something in the morning, so I had barely slept at all. When they left, my intention was to at that point go back to sleep, probably until they had their lunch break, at which point Donnie would wake me up by calling me, and I would then get up and kind of start my day from there. which would be a little bit later than I had intended, especially since I still needed to take a shower, but not terrible, especially if I could make kind of a quick go of that, not wash my hair, you know, that kind of thing. It's not good to wash your hair every day anyway. So, I get a call a few minutes later. It felt like a few minutes, probably half an hour later. Not even half an hour. That there's some situation happening. I don't want to get into everything because it's not really my story to tell. I'm not the person who was directly involved in what happened. Everyone's okay, I'll leave it at that. But I did need to be awake for it in case I needed to talk to someone about it because it did involve my property. So everyone was fine, everything was fine. But I was, again, then dealing with an anxiety situation. I did end up going back to sleep, but then I couldn't get up. Especially because then I had taken my morning meds, which if I get up when I take them, I'm fine. If I don't get up when I take them, I have trouble getting up. So then it was like 2 in the afternoon when I got up. And so now it is 4:30 something in the afternoon. Gonna wrap it up here. I didn't get a whole lot done today, admittedly, but I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna do a whole lot tomorrow either, but I'm gonna hope that maybe I get more done than I did today. I'm watching Travelers. We're still in season 1. It's really good so far. It is not as good as 3%, which is one of the best Netflix shows I've seen in a very long time. I would say it's on par with Rain, or The Rain. I don't remember which one the title is. If you're a Netflix show enthusiast, both shows I recommend. I'm also watching through Supernatural with the Viking, so I think we're in like season 2, and as I understand it, there's like 13 seasons, so just now kind of getting some of the lore. No, I've not been under a rock. I've been in academics, same thing, as far as having time on my hands. So also I've downloaded an audiobook Under the Dome by Stephen King, because I kept promising myself I would read it, and I've never gotten around to it, and I just don't sit down and read long books, and the book itself is actually very large and unwieldy, and I'm probably not ever going to carry it physically around with me, so I'm going to see if I still like audiobooks, because I did the audiobook thing for a while before, so anyway, that's it for tonight. I hope everybody's doing well and having a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.